What's up, Cowboy Nation? Really appreciate you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Got to go over what went on this week. What we can say right now is a bye week, so which is cool. We need to win or lose. But I must say we got to stay focused and we got to be ready because we're looking at this with the Saints 6-1 or 7-1 or something like that. They did pretty good. The 49ers, they 7-0. They looking pretty good. The Vikings, they're winning. Who else? I got to mention the Green Bay Packers. It may be a close game with them and the Kansas City Chiefs, but they're looking good. So we only focus on the NFC. And it looks like the NFC East, it's not going to be a wild card. So in order for you to get to the dance, you got to at least win your division. So shout out to the Eagles. They won today, so they're not on suicide watch for today. So it looks like it's going to be a dog chase towards the latter part of the season, which I like. I like for us to find a way to get those sparks and things during the latter part of the season anyway. But I would say we don't have the longitude and latitude to start off slow. We must continue to keep energy. We got to play poise. We got to think and pray for a good health report. We got to look at all of those things. Now, I don't know what Bennett is going to bring in collectively. Hopefully that he can bring in some type of pressure to help this front four out. I'm not worried about Quinn. I'm not worried about D-Law. I think that those boys are pretty good. But now we're heading into the second half. And trust me, this is when you want to be playing at your best. So regardless of how we look at it and how we feel about the season altogether, we must figure out ways to increase victory margins or just win. That's what we need to do. We need to play poise. So let me know how you all feel about going into the second half and what teams should we be looking out for and be on the watch for and keep our eyes open on. If we can just win the games that's in front of us, will we be okay? Which I'm quite surely thinking that this team is back focused and everything else should be clicking on all cylinders because at the end of the day, yes, we won our game last week. We lost 3 games in a row. One can argue and say, well, maybe they're just going through some growing pains and these sorts of things. And sometimes we can look at it and be too harsh on the team. Oh, did I leave out the LA Rams? They're looking pretty good too. So the NFC is looking like it's going to be a tough battle. And trust me, let me just talk a little bit about the 49ers. A lot of times people say, well, they didn't play anybody. Well, football is all about confidence, especially the DBs. If you can get them comfortable and you gain confidence in them, man, you'll see a different play. That what breeds good defense. And when your defense is humming, and if your offense, and you got a good offensive coordinator / head coach, a lot of things can go into your favor, especially rolling with confidence, knowing that you already got 7 wins on your victory. So, or 7 wins on your belt. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm looking at all of those things, and I'm trying to compute all of those things together. And don't sleep, like I said, on the Seahawks. They find ways to win. They are a second half type of team. So we got to understand those things. We got to put those things in certain contexts. So we can't roll up in the second half lackadaisy. And history shows that coming off of a bye week, we really don't be that poised. But this week, or going into the second week, we got to be ready. The Eagles right behind us. They're sipping on the Kool-Aid right now. They said that, okay, we're going to turn the corner. And remember what I said. Sometimes when people speak ill about an organization, it's like a knot tied in a rope. When the opposition and the opposing force is pulling on you, you get tighter, you get closer as a unit. You realize, hey, these are my faults. These are the mistakes that we've been making. Let's correct those issues, and winning cures everything. So we got to keep that in context too. We got to put that in total pictures too. In Cowboy Nation, I do know it's hard to see the picture when you are in the frame, right? So we got to figure out, take it still one day at a time, one movement at a time. Stack these bricks on top of bricks, and then you look back and say, hey, this is the castle that we have built. But we got to keep this energy. We got to go on a spree. We got to get hot, and we got to be kicking or hitting on all cylinders. That's what we got to do, Cowboy Nation. Let me know how you all feel about this season. Let me know how you feel about heading into the second half. Post me your thoughts. Leave me your concerns down below. Or leave me your reservations. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.